Hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and welcome back to another review featuring the Nintendo 64. So, I've been wanting to do this review for so long, but I've never had a Nintendo 64. Yeah, the RetroGamer has never had a Nintendo 64. I've always wanted it since I was a kid. My cousin still has his, and we used to always go to his house and play it. I know one friend, Chibi Charlie, I'll link his channel in the description. He has one. I've always wanted one. I've tried to buy it from both of them. They're like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to it, which I can understand and respect. But I finally got it. I got this yesterday. It is so amazing. There's one little thing that's missing from it, but I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I'm so excited to do this review. So, the Nintendo 64 has hit its 20th year anniversary, so I thought, what better way to do it than giving it a review. The Nintendo 64 debuted in 1996, hit the shelves in North America September 29th. It was marketed for $200 US, and otherwise known as the Ultra 64 and Project Reality. But with all that little history out of the way, let's take a look at its features. So, as we see, we got the Nintendo 64 logo. I've always loved this logo. It looks really, really cool. The 4 controller ports, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. I felt that was kind of weird, doing it 2 on 2, instead of just 1 row. But, that's cool. That's cool. We got the light indicator for power. This is the power switch, the reset, and here's the expansion port. Now, mine that I bought just comes with the standard dummy expansion port, so I'm gonna have to buy that red one so that I can play other games like Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong 64, and other games like that. Sadly, that was the only downside of this console, but I can easily get one on there online for like $20. And I could have gotten one with it, but it was a little bit out of my price range. I bought this for $49.99, so I bought it for $50, and I thought it was a great price. The one with the red one was $69.99. Still a good price, but the problem was it was just out of my price range. I could not afford it at that time, so it was kind of a toss-up, but I can still play games on it, so I thought, hey, I have an opportunity, so why don't I get it? Looking up here, got the little fan port, got the cartridge slot, and on the back we have the AV out, which is the same as the Nintendo GameCube and Super Nintendo, so you can use that one, which is really nice. And then here is the big AC adapter port. So the AC adapter, let's see, where is it? Okay, here it is. So it's really weird. Here's the AC adapter. This thing is a beast, so it's just a really big block. It has the 6-prong port connector that you plug in there and click it in, and there we go. Now it's in there properly. It's kind of a pain to get out. As you see on the bottom here, there's a little release tab, and I don't know if I'm doing it right, but that's how you pull it out from what I could tell. So that's how you put it in there. And then just the sides, still has the contact support Nintendo on there. And that's the features of the Nintendo 64. The controller I've always loved. So, here's the Nintendo 64 controller. I absolutely love this controller. The one that I have is in pretty good shape still. The analog stick, or joystick, still works really well. It has some bounce back to it. It doesn't really wobble around terribly much. I'm probably going to get a replacement stick probably next month, but it works really well. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but it still works really well, so I'm going to try and preserve that. So you got your B and A, the C buttons, start, got right there the Nintendo logo. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection of this atomic purple case. D-pad on the back, got that Z button, the memory card port, and then LR triggers on top. And the cord's pretty long. Here is the socket for where you plug it in. You just plug it into any one of these ports, like that. plug it in like that. So, plugs in fine. And as I said, the controller's still in really, really nice shape. So, I'm still very happy with it. I just ordered Super Mario 64 online last night because where I got this from my local bargain town, I was looking through their N64 games, and I was most sure that they wouldn't have Super Mario 64. So, what I found instead was Star Wars Road Stroggen. This is still a really good game. I like this game. I still wish I had that expansion port because it would have made the game look a little bit better. But these are the cartridges that they come in. As you see, they're like rounded and quite different from the Super Nintendo and NES cartridges. They're smaller, more rounded, but it's still cool. And then you got the part where it plugs in. So you plug it in on top, and if you're coming from a Super Nintendo era, there's no eject button. You can just pull it out. I don't really like that terribly much, but that's just what the N64 did. Plug them in, take them out, and I hope I'm not going to get used to that, because when I go back to the Super Nintendo, I'm just going to be ripping them out. I'm like, no. So, hopefully that's not going to do anything, but, you know, worst comes to worst, I'm just going to break some Super Nintendo games, but, you know. But yeah, I'm just so excited to have this console. This is just amazing because I've always wanted one. This is like my most prized possession console. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but I just absolutely love the Nintendo 64. Great library of games, great multiplayer system. I'm going to buy a couple controllers online, Mario Party, Smash Bros. I'm going to have a great time with this. And guys, I hope you have a great time with your Nintendo 64. Break it out. It's the 20th year anniversary. If you do not have an N64, try and go down to a thrift store or go online or something. Get it. It's just a great console. As I said, great party games, great single-player games, and it's just one of Nintendo's best consoles of all time. But guys, that was my review on the Nintendo 64. So guys, RetroGamer, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys back here with another review. See you guys then.